your money. Sponsored by Strategic Wealth Designers.
With holiday preparations, there's plenty to do this time of year, but you also need to think about year-end tax planning. Yeah, it's that time. Rob Lessio joins us with tips. So, okay, Rob, I used to have kind of a formula this time of year, but with tax changes, it's all different. I used to had the mortgage and do the charity deductions, start, loading up everything before the end of the year to get a bigger deduction. But now a lot of people take the standard deduction and can't do that. So does that change our tax planning?
It can. Good to see you again. But, the standard deduction for most couples is $24,000. And for most people, they're not going to have more write-offs than that. So you got to be creative on how you can reduce your tax liability. So one thing you can do, you can max out your HSA, your health savings account. These funds will then be able to be spent tax-free as long as they go towards medical purposes. And for people that are getting older, they need to sometimes find some private insurance before they get on Medicare, and this is a great way to do that. Another thing you can do is make sure you max out your 401k or maybe a traditional IRA. These will all lower your adjusted gross income, which would then lower your tax liability.
And I correct me if I'm wrong, I think with the CARES Act, there was a provision that you could donate $200 maybe to charity and still make it deductible this year because of all the problems we've had with the pandemic.
That's right. So that way we can benefit. Again, just every little bit helps.
Yeah, it does all help. And I think it's just a good time, too, to just look at your finances, where you are, what you want to do for next year. Do you need to change your withholding, those kinds of things?
Yes, absolutely. Withholding is a big deal. When we had the tax changes last year, a lot of people ended up owing, but they had warned us that that was going to happen. So look at it, see what you need to do, and that can help you with your tax implications.
They can warn all they want, but when you look at it, somehow you forget, right?
Absolutely.
It's hard on that end of things. All right. Well, you have a nice holiday if we don't see you next week. And to learn more about this and other business-related news, go to local12.com/community.